I've been using a Bitsgap Trading Bot to see if I can earn passive income just allowing a trading bot to trade for me using Bitcoin and Ethereum. I've been running these for about 2 months now, and in this video I'll show you how I started it, how I set it up, my gains on these two bots, and if this is a good source of passive income and if it's worth trying to start one of these. I'll also highlight the risks and the pricing plans of these bots. As usual, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor.
Knowledge.
So let's start with what is Bitsgap. Bitsgap is a company where it can automate your crypto trading, and they have a couple different bots. You can see right up here, the trading bots. I've been using the grid bot. We'll go into that, but they have a couple different bots. I can't comment on any of the other bots as the grid bot is my main bot. I went with the basic, which gives you 2 active grid bots and 10 active DCA bots and unlimited smart orders, and you get more bots the higher in price you go. So I just figured I'll pay $23 a month. I signed up for the yearly, and let's see if I can make that return using these bots. And I put in $3,000 about 2 months ago now. And when you're signed in, you can go to platform, and then I'll have my grid bots up here once this loads. Now, when using one of these bots, you have to connect it to an exchange. You're not actually holding your money on Bitsgap. You're holding it to an exchange. You can see the Kraken symbol right here because I used my Kraken funds on here. So you do have a couple different exchanges. You can use Binance, Binance US, KuCoin. They have a bunch of different ones. I just use Kraken because I already had Kraken on an account and I didn't feel like sending money to my Coinbase. And once you submit your money onto Kraken, then you can set up a bot. And I set up my grid trading bot using Bitcoin and Ethereum. And now you can see the current values of my bots, my total profit and loss, and my bot profits. But they are a little confusing, and we'll get later into that in the video. And you can see up here I have my starting balances, and my original Ethereum bot I put in $1,572.55, and for my Bitcoin I put in $1,542.32. And this was about 2 months ago, and my bots have been running for 1 month and 26 days each. And with the grid bot, we'll look at my Ethereum. You can see I have all these green lines and red lines, and then it has a bunch of green dots and red dots. Basically, when the price goes up and down, it's going to buy and sell, accounting for the account fees, and then you'll make a small profit when the bot buys and sells. So you can set the range for the bottom of the price range and the top of the price range. So you can see in here with Ethereum, I selected about towards the bottom, about 1200, then the top of the range, I put at the local high. I thought, there might be an impending nuke, so I might as well put towards the bottom, capture all that, put it towards the top, capture all that, and so far it's been working as expected. It's been bouncing up and down, and you see I had a lot of sells recently. Now, when I set up my Bitcoin bot, you can see I didn't anticipate such a huge pump. I put a similar type of bot where the bottom was towards 16,000, and then I put the top of my sell towards the top of this range, but it's absolutely blew past that. So within the past couple days, this has not been trading, and it's just kind of out of range, and you can see it says range, so the bot is not currently active. So I selected such a large range because I didn't know where price was going to go, and it worked for a bit, but now you can see this money's doing nothing, and it's just sitting here because the price is out of range. Now with the bots, for the longest time, I thought I wasn't making money. You can see my current value on my Ethereum is 1,245, and my starting value was 1,572. So that looks like a lot of money. Same with the Bitcoin one, right? It's 1,382. And Bitcoin I started with 1,542. The confusing thing about using these bots is it does not automatically reinvest money into the bot. What it's going to do is put the money on the side. So if you click on balance, you see the money currently in the trades and the money available. So when it sells, it's not putting that money into the bot. It's going to put it off to the side. So we can see my totals right here now, and this is for the total bots. So I pulled up the calculator. We have 2628.59. plus the amount we have in USD right now, which was 667.34. And you can see I have $3,295 in my account, and my original starting point was $3,114.87. So far, in not even 2 months, I made $181 of profit. If we divide that by my starting value, that's almost a 6% gain in 2 months, which is pretty solid for just putting this money in and letting it do nothing. Now we have to account for the fees I'm paying for using the bot, but it actually has made that money back with just the simple version. Now we can thank that to the giant Bitcoin price pump. It is out of range, but we can see the Ethereum bot is doing quite well, and it actually has a larger profit and loss. It has a better profit than the Bitcoin bot. So you may be thinking, John, this is foolproof, right? You just set a range, it's going to bounce up and down, and then it'll buy and sell the asset for you. And yes, I mean, that is pretty much true, but you have to believe in the asset you're going to be buying. right? I'm not going to do this on shitcoin or anything, and then it's just going to dump, and then I'm buying everything all the way down, and then I'm stuck holding a crappy coin that's never going to rebound. So you have to make sure you're setting these bots on really good assets that will recover over time in the next bull run, that will chop sideways. If you're picking really crappy assets, yes, you can make a lot of money with the volatility. But if you're really just buying poop coin, it's going to drop, and then you're stuck holding thousands of dollars worth of poop coin that you're going to have to sell back to the market for a loss because it won't rebound. So selecting good assets is the main thing when selecting one of these bots, and then selecting a good trading range, which I did not do with my Bitcoin because I did not anticipate such a pump outside of this price range so soon. So the bots are nice. It definitely is passive income. Of course, I would have made a lot more money if I just bought Bitcoin and held, but it is interesting to see if this could be a passive income on like a sideways market or even a down market that's chopping downwards. You should be able to make money during that market. Overall, I am pleased with the 6% gain, but if I was to do these again, I would have paid for the nicer bots, because it's not specifically that I need more bots, but this one trails up and down for bots. The basic does not, right? So if I had the fancy Bitcoin bot, this would have trailed up all these with it, and it wouldn't be out of range. I wouldn't have to worry about the range. I could select like a 30% range, 30-40% range, and then it would move up and down with it for the trailing stop losses. So that would have been a lot nicer. If you're considering buying one of these, maybe try the advanced. It is more expensive, but you could allocate more money, but you could always try the basic first. But you won't have the trailing up and down for bots. And also with the basic, since you only get 2 bots, to reinvest the money, you have to end the bot and then put the money back into the bot, which I'll show you how to do right now. So let's adjust my Bitcoin bot. You see I made some money, but it's out of range, so it's just going to be sitting there. So we're going to end this bot. We're going to confirm. And you can see it's canceling all the orders right now, and now we're done. And now I only have 1 bot, so let's start a new bot. Start a new bot. We're going to do a grid bot. And we want Bitcoin to USDC. So now you can see this is the range it already put, and then this is our entry price. And I'm going to manually adjust my low price. I don't think it's going to stay around this range. I'm going to put it back to the swing low right here, which is about 25,500. So that'll be my low price. And we can see there's going to be a lot of resistance support around the $40,000 level. So I'm just going to put it right there and see if it chops around there. So we'll put our high price at around 40,123. Now, when selecting the grid step, that's how often you can see these are more spaced out now because I did 2.5%. And you can back test this to see how it would have performed in the past 30 days, 7 days, and 3 days. So if I did a 2.5% grid step, I would have made about 1%. And let's try 1% instead and see if that changes anything. You can see I would have made less money with more buy and sell orders. So I'm going to stick with my 2.5. That's what I've been doing. You can experiment and see how you like to have your grid step. Then you can see I'll have 18 grid levels. Now you can see if I did have the pro version, I would be able to do the trailing up, which automatically moves the grid up and down. If stop loss is enabled, it also dynamically follow the grid. So that'd be really nice. Pump protection is also nice, and it protects against losses during price hikes. So you do have a couple extra options. With the basic, you're not going to get these, and it might have been nice knowing what I know now, but I'm just going to stick with the basic version for now. We already did the back test, so now I'm going to continue and start bot. And then it will take a little while to start up. And now you can see it's populating my orders on the grid, and then I'll start buying and selling as the price moves up, down, up, down, up, down, hopefully within this range I selected. Now it could blast through again, I could be out of range, but that's part of the bots, you never know. And now the bot is done. And now we wait to see how this one does. So remember, when you set up a bot, it's not going to have the profit and loss right here. You got to go to your total balance where the profit and losses are, which is kind of annoying, but that's what it is. So I'm going to stick with the bot. I already paid for 1 year, and let's see how this bot does over the year with $3,000. Maybe I can turn it into 4, 5. We'll just keep going and see how this bot does in the upcoming bull market within next year, hopefully. If you want to try Bitsgap, I'm going to put it in the pinned comment and in the description below. Did you buy any Bitcoin yet? You're missing out if you did not. Check out why right here. Peace.